to stand. So let's go ahead and start just by closing the eyes just for a moment, dropping the shoulders, resting the jaw muscles, resting the breath, letting a nice big long exhalation happen. So take a nice long in breath, and then you can exhale out the mouth. And do that a couple more times, inhaling. You can bring the shoulders up and elongate the body as you inhale, then let it just melt as you exhale. Nice. So one more time. Nice big inhalation. And exhaling, letting it go. Very nice. So let's begin the waving at the lake. So we're just going to wave forward. Open the hands in the front. So it's if you could send the energy all the way out through the fingertips as you do this. And I'm doing a nice little bit of bouncing here, like you're in a jolly jumper. And you're going up and down like the infants do. So you're also bringing some energy into the legs. And you open those hands forward. You could slow it down. And what we could begin to do is just inhale, bring them up, and then let it go. Inhale, bring it up. So another way to just let go of some of the burdens that you have been carrying. Release. Send it into the lake, down into the earth. Let it get nicely recycled. And then do just a few more with a normal breath. Keeping the shoulders nice and loose. And letting go. So that movement is really nice for the shoulders. So you can feel that it's just getting them to relax and move. So we're not lifting the shoulders, we're just letting the shoulders open so they go back. As you're going back, the shoulders go back, but there's no tension there. If you did it on purpose, slowly, the tension would look like that, and it wouldn't feel good at all. So do a few more and see if you can keep the shoulders really deeply relaxed. Keep those legs nice and bouncy. Don't worry about the breath. All right, very nice. So let's put the hands on the hips and go around the equator a few times. And loosen up around the middle of the body. Shoulders again are relaxed. And you can notice as you go around the circle, there might be certain places where you just feel a little bit of tightness or a little something. And you want to be really loose here. So you might need to make that circle a little smaller. Because we're not trying to force relaxation here. Not at all. We're just letting it be. So go the other way. Very nice. All right, let me fix the screen. I think you can't see my feet too well. A little bit there. That's better. Okay, so let's do the swinging and drumming. So feet are shoulder distance apart. They're straight ahead. And we're going to swing one way, lift up the opposite heel. Again, we're keeping the shoulders relaxed. We're keeping the spine in line. So the head is right above the shoulders. You're not moving your head further than the shoulders as you go around. So not trying to get anywhere, not trying to go too far either direction. This is all about just bringing energy in, loosening up, and refreshing and restoring. A nice little massage for the spine here. You put your attention in the spine as you do this, you can feel that happening, how it does a nice little twist. If anything feels like a tweak and not just a soft twist, then you're doing too much. You should stop or slow it down or don't go so far. And we'll begin the drumming, the upper shoulders. Nice tap or a bit louder drum, whatever works for you today. And then the sides of the ribs. Nice and loose. Sides of the belly. And the breastbone. And then solar plexus. Navel. And the lower abs. And then we're going to do the navel and the kidneys, light on the kidneys in the back. And then the lower ab and the sacrum. And slowing down and coming to stillness. Taking a few breaths in, we'll do the power move. We're going to inhale, breath in as if we can draw it up from the earth, palms up, come up to about heart height with the arms. Turn them over as you exhale. Give it back to the earth. Bring some goodness up. Like you wake up one of those beautiful mornings and the sky is a brilliant blue and you just take a fresh breath of that air. You bring it right in. Bring that beautiful sunlight in. Exhale out all the darkness, all that you no longer need. Inhale again. And last one. Very good. Dragon wags its tail. Going to dip over to the right. Head is nice and loose. Dip to the left, open the right side of the body. And again, don't go too far. You're going so far to one side that it tightens up, then you want to back off a little bit. Just play with that. See how far you really feel comfortable going. So you stay in the range of comfort with this. Last one. The fingers pointing up towards the sky. Do the flowing fountain, opening up the arms, down the sides, palms down. Sink into the earth. Cross the wrists, come up the midline. Inhaling up. Nice stretch, open, release. And let that fountain flow at the top. And then let it go at the bottom. So you have that beautiful yin yang. Here's the yang opening, spreading that water, your liquid nature being known, and then letting go. And more water than not. So we get in touch with this. You can go one side to the other. And imagine the liquid nature that is within our body, and how we can nourish this and how we can spread those beautiful nutrients throughout the body. And imagine all the tissues getting moistened, the untying of all those little knots in the muscles. And we'll do one more. Let it go. And then the washing chi from heaven. Arms out to the side, palms up, coming up overhead, fingers pointing towards the sky. And bring in some of the beauty. Maybe even thinking about going to the mountains, you can bring in that coolness and the incredible wild flowers blooming, and beautiful soft water flowing in the rivers. Fill the body all the way down to the feet. And again, bring it in. And really invite it to come into every single cell, all the trillions of cells, to every organ, to all of the bones. Let it flow through our liquid system, our bloodstream. Keep bringing it in softly, kindly, effortlessly. And one more. Very good. Just taking a moment's breath. Excuse me. Let's do the sun circles. So this is something that might not be good for everybody. We do a forward bend. If that doesn't work for your back, then don't bend over so much at all. And as you get down, you don't have to go down too far. You're going to have the palms rounded facing one another. The head is nice and loose. We're going to come up the left side and make a circle. This is our sun circle. The palms still holding that sun as you come around the other side and down. Nice and slow. Inhaling as you come up. Exhaling as you go down. At any point it's not working for you, then you can just stop and do what we call wuji, which is just the standing, resting meditation. Come down. Next time you're at the bottom, just rest there a moment. Relax your head and shoulders. Come up the other direction. Go back down. Last one, we're going to go around and end up down at the bottom. Really let go of your head. And you can turn from the waist as you're down there. Turn to the right and left a couple of times. And slowly come up one vertebrae at a time, cupping your hands. With those hands cupped as the vertebrae stacks up one on top of each other, and then see if you can drop from the earth some of that power, some of that energy, that strength, and let it come all the way down the body and resting here. All right, so let's begin doing a little bit of a balance exercise, and that will be the golden pheasant stands on one leg. So feel your feet. You can move back and forth, putting weight on one and then the other, just to say hello and feel the firmness of the feet. Then let your weight move to your right foot. So then you can feel when you do that, when you move your weight to your right foot, the left really almost wants to lift up, doesn't it? Because you've got this steady tree. There's your tree trunk here. So we're just going to lift up that left leg and the left arm. And that right arm is going to be like it's petting a dog. All right. So put the weight in the right and you sink into the earth a little bit, if that's good for you. Pet the dog with your right. Lift up as if you have a string on that left leg, between the left arm and the left leg. Lift it up and then down. Really slowly shift the weight. Find the firm ground. So the left leg is your tree, right? Pet the dog with your left arm. Bring up that marionette string with the right. Doesn't have to come up very far. And then down. Now, if you're unsteady today, which happens, just hold on to a chair. We're going to shift, lift up the left and down. Imagine your golden pheasant standing on one leg. And what we do when we sink is we really kind of lock into the earth, but we don't lock the knee. Just really connect with the earth. And don't bring that other leg up until you feel steady. So it might take a while. Okay, how's that feel? Do I have that weight distributed in that solid leg enough to lift up the empty leg? Okay, well, maybe not. So then what would you do? Put that foot down, feel that leg again, and lift. Sink and lift. And one more. Okay, good. Now let's shake it out. In fact, we'll do the shake. We're going to shake the hands and shake the arms. Shaking to ward off illness, this is called. Shake the hips, the vertebrae. Probably just don't want to shake the head around too much unless you don't have any neck issues. And if you're over about 30, you probably do, maybe even under that. Shake the legs. Imagine when you're sitting at the computer and you're working on something, maybe just writing an email, maybe you're scrolling, maybe you're trying to find out something, get a flight somewhere, and there's this tension that builds up in the body. It stays around for a while. You notice that? So let's just Shake it all out. Because here we are. We're just together here doing Qigong. That's all that's happening. Nothing else. And then let it go. We're going to just bring the arms up overhead. Nice big inhalation. And as my teacher Peter Wayne would say, was smooth out the cosmic wrinkles all the way down the body. And then from the earth, drop. Another beautiful wave of good energy. So we'll do that 2 more times. If you ever need to reboot, this is a nice thing to do. And from the earth, bring it up. Nice splash. And one more. All the way down the body and from the earth. Beautiful. Very good. Let's get in the bow stance. So put your weight in your right. Turn on your left heel, 30 degree. Put your weight in your left. Hips face forward, but that knee still stays over the foot, doesn't twist. Stay forward, step forward with your right. So now you have your bow stance. You should be able to go back and forth, hip distance apart between the feet. We're going to do the wave. Let's someone come in very last minute. All right, so we're in the bow stance now. And we're going to do the wave. Most of the weight is in the back foot. Elbows are heavy. The palms face straight out. And we're just going to push that wave for the whole body. See if you can use the whole body, not the arms. Okay, whole body moves forward. Weight in the front foot. Lift up the back heel. And then we're going to switch our weight to the back foot. Hands are really loose. Weight in the back, lift up the front toes. And then another wave comes. Whole body moves forward. Weight in the front foot, lift up the back heel. And bring it in. We're all at the beach now. Maybe we'll go to St. Augustine Beach, Anastasia. Beautiful state park. Miles of beautiful white sand. And the waves are coming in right here, inhaling. And we're just synchronizing with a soft, easy wave. And a beautiful day is a nice breeze. It's not too hot. Pick the right time of day. Maybe we like it early morning, maybe right at dusk, maybe in between. And we just push that wave. We'll do one more on this side. Now, as we're forward, we're going to shift the weight to the back foot. The empty foot that is the forward foot becomes the back foot. So put that foot in at a 30-degree step forward with the left. Lift up the right heel in the back. And inhale, bring it in. So it's as if you can become the wave. So bringing it in and letting go. So it's the kind of thing you could do for a while. It also strengthens the legs. You can begin to feel it in the thighs. And that's a good thing. If it begins to hurt, of course, that's the time to let go. Inhaling, bring it in. We'll do 2 more. The last one. And then we'll go right into dove spreads its wings. So the weight's in the back foot. We're going to put our palms on our upper chest. Those are our wings. And we're going to shift the weight to the front foot, lift up the back heel, open the wings. Relax the shoulders. Now we're going to switch feet. So as we shift weight to the back foot, bring the wings into the chest. Bring the front foot to the back. Switch. And after you switch, then you can put your weight forward and open the wings, lift the back heel. It's also a balance pose. You could hold that a moment. Dry your wings. Inhale, bring it in. Switch feet. Exhale, let it go. So notice if you feel tension in this posture, what can you do to relax it? Inhale. Remember your fluid nature, the ocean that's inside, full of nourishment. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale. Spread your wings. And one more. Spread those wings. Just rest here with the wings open a moment. Bring the hands to the heart. Bring the feet back. Let them drop. And let's just finish up with a little energizing. I'm going to rub the belly. Nice circle around the belly. And tap the kidney belt in the back and around the front. And then down the sides of the hips, all the way down the outside of the legs to the ankles. Tap on up the legs, inside of the legs. A couple more belly rubs. Go up, midline, up to the chest. Open the right arm, tap the inside of the right arm. Give yourself a hand for being here today. And the outside. We'll do that one more time on that side. Now we're going to switch arms. Tap the inside and then the outside. Then we're going to tap the shoulders. Tap very lightly up the cervical spine, up to the crown of the head. And then you can go around the eyes. Nice little tiny taps. And then down the jawlines. Lightly down the throat, down the midline. And back to the belly. A few rubs. Let the dantian settle in. That's our energy center right there. And bow. If you care to, a bow to you. And may this practice benefit you and all beings. So thank you for being here today. I appreciate your presence a great deal.